The goal of this video is to show you how you can create a lookalike audience on Facebook. To get started, log in into your Facebook Ads Manager and then just click on Tools and select Audiences from the dropdown. Then just go ahead and click on Create Audience and click on Lookalike Audience. Okay, great. As you can see, that's the place where we will customize our lookalike audience. There's the source that we'll have to specify and the country. Let's talk about the source first. There are 4 different sources that you can select. There's the page, website custom audience, and a conversion pixel. Let's talk about the page first. So you take a look at your fan page and you go like, oh, okay, I've got a decent amount of fans, but I just want to have more fans. I want to reach more people. I want to give my business more exposure. So what you could do is just to go ahead and create a paid Facebook campaign to generate more page likes. However, what 99% of all businesses and companies do is to use the interest targeting function. And this is something you should really avoid if you have a fan page in place already. Instead of reaching out to strangers, just reuse the data you have at your disposal, and that is your fans. So you can create a lookalike audience based on... So you can create a lookalike audience and just tell Facebook to create a new audience that consists of people who are similar to the ones who already liked your fan page. And this is just great because instead of reaching out to brand new people who have probably nothing in common with your fans, reach out to new people that have probably not heard about you and your business, but at least they are similar to the ones who already became your fans, right? So if you want to grow your fan base, you have already a fan page in place, go ahead and select the source. Then website custom audience. If you have a website and you're already getting some traffic to the website, well, what you can do now is just to create a website custom audience. And if you look at your traffic stats and you're not really happy with the amount of traffic that you get, you just want to double, you want to triple the traffic that your website receives. Instead of reaching out to strangers using the interest targeting function, instead create a website custom audience that captures the information of your website visitors and create a lookalike audience, meaning a new audience, a bigger audience that is similar to your current website visitors. So this is another great way to use a lookalike audience. And if you're running a blog, you will probably play around with that function here because if there's a certain group of people who's reading your content and you're not happy with the amount of readers that you have, you just want to have 5 times more readers in like a month or 2 months, then just go ahead and create a lookalike audience and reach out to people who are similar to your current blog readers, right? Then custom audience. If you have some information from your buyers, okay, you may have their email address, you may have a buyers list, or you just generated a list of email subscribers. What you can do is to take these emails, upload them to Facebook, create a custom audience. We already covered that. If you don't remember how that works, don't worry about it. Just pause the video, go back and check the lecture out again. So what you can do is just to upload these emails, create a custom audience, and when you say, hey, I just want to reach more people on Facebook, I want to build up my email list, I want to sell more of my products and services. Instead of reaching out to an audience that has nothing in common with your buyers and with your subscribers, reach out to the ones who are similar. Okay, so create a lookalike audience, a much bigger audience, but this audience will more likely convert than an audience that has nothing in common with your subscribers, with your buyers, with people who purchase your products and services, with people who made it on your list, right? So if you have any sort of customer information, create a custom audience. And if you say, okay, I just want to get more subscribers, I want to get more buyers, I want to promote my products, I want to promote my squeeze page, Just do that, okay? And then last but not least, there's the option to include a conversion pixel, to select a conversion pixel as a source. So if you have a funnel in place and you're sending visitors, to a squeeze page or to a webinar registration page or to a sales page because you want them to buy something from you, well, there's going to be two types of visitors. The first type of visitors will just buy your product, right? He will opt into your list. And the second type of visitors will just leave without completing the desired action. So what you can do if you say, I just want to get more buyers, I want to get more people on my list, instead of using the interest targeting function, do something else. Have a conversion pixel in place, which you should have in any place, whenever you try to optimize your campaigns for conversions. And then you can just select that pixel here and say, okay, I will optimize my current campaigns. And I'll just reach out to a new group of people. But it's a group that is similar to the ones who already purchased my product, purchased my service, or made it on my list. So can you see the difference? Instead of trying to reaching some random new customers, you take a look at your internal data, or you ask Facebook to use the data that you already have at your disposal, and then just create a lookalike audience based on that data. This will make your list building way more efficient. This will increase your conversion rates when you try to promote products and services. Okay, so let's do a short recap. Step one is to select a source. You can select your fan page, you can select a website custom audience, a regular custom audience, or just a conversion pixel to reach more relevant people on Facebook. Then step two is to choose a country. What country do you want to target? What's your target market? If you want to reach out, if you want to create a lookalike audience for the United States, just enter the United States here. If you want to create a lookalike audience for Germany, then just enter Germany. If you want to reach people in Russia, then just enter Russia here. Okay, so it's completely up to you. And then we've got the audience size. Now, as you can see, there is a slider, and I can move that slider to the left and to the right. And with that slider, I can determine the size of my lookalike audience. Now, if I move it to the very left, my audience is very specific, right? This new audience is now very similar to my current audience. So it's specific, but at the same time, the reach is very limited. In that case, I'm just reaching 290,000 people. However, if I slide to the right, I'm reaching 2.9 million people, which is 10 times more. But at the same time, these people are less similar than if I, move the slider to the left. So on the very right end of the scale here, I'm reaching more people, but at the same time, the match is less precise. So what should you do? Should you rather go for similarity, or should you rather go for reach? If you're starting out, this is pretty simple. Just move the slider to the very left. Create a small but highly relevant lookalike audience, and then just use that audience and create campaigns and see how these campaigns perform. If you see that you're getting good results and you want to reach more people, well, then just create a new one and move the slider a little bit to the right. Just create an audience that includes 570,000 people. If you're getting great results with that audience, just increase it a little bit more. So you will gradually work your way up until 2.9 million people. And, you're just moving on step by step. If you see that making your audience a little less precise is still delivering the results you want, then hey, that's just great. But, get started very, very simple. However, if you're like a professional Facebook marketer, you can't wait to scale your business, just create 8 different audiences, 8 different lookalike audiences right away. And then just split test them, create 8 different campaigns, and then just measure the results. You will see which campaigns you will see which campaign works, which campaign doesn't work so well. So it completely depends how aggressively you want to scale your business. If you're just starting out and if you want just to test one lookalike audience at a time, move it to the very left. And if you're a little bit more advanced and can't wait to use lookalike audiences to grow your business, just create 8 different lookalike audiences. And if you're done, we're just gonna slide this to the very left. If we're done, all you have to do is to click on Create Audience. Great, as you can see, we just created a new lookalike audience that includes people who like Ed Baker. That is a fan page. And as you can see, it's not ready yet, so you will just have to give Facebook 15 to 30 minutes until your audience is ready. Facebook will just have to match up the data, and then you can just go ahead and create your first campaign.